going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another rebuild. It is your boy Jaynarc, and today we are doing 2 seasons to see if we can rebuild the Texans. They're another team that has been struggling, as they are 2-11 this season, and so we're gonna try to see if we're using David Culley, obviously. Well, David Culley's the general manager or the coach of the team, so we're gonna see what we could do to try to, maximize the potential for this team. So Deshaun Watson is QB1, that's without a doubt, and we got a lot of dudes who are injured here, so it's like we can't really do much about it. We got a lot of injured dudes. What we could do though is trade and really build up in the draft. That's really what we could do. And I feel like a person that deserves a chance somewhere would be like Brandon Cooks. Send him somewhere. That's only fair to him because he's a high quality receiver. So we just send him to the team, take him for a first round pick. Honestly, Packers could probably use him. I don't see any other teams really that have a big need at receiver. Packers want him. We'll give him for a first rounder. That's going to go through. So we get another first round pick. And so with that being said, we got rid of a top tier player. We can definitely do something else somewhere. So we're going to send to the playoffs and see. Whoa. All right. So we ended up going 7-10, which isn't too bad. We beat the Titans actually, who won the division 9-8, but we beat them, so not too bad of a season. So this next season is gonna have to be really important for us. So let's see how we did statistically. I see Chris Moore here. I think Chris Moore's on our team, but Deshaun Watson, he took off. His passer rating wasn't too good though. He had 8 picks, 30 touchdowns, not too bad. 91 passer rating. Running back is a situation we really need to fix, but Chris Moore, yeah, he took off for us, so he's going to be our guy. 1,500 yards, 7 TDs. That's actually really amazing. So defense definitely needs some work. We're just going to splurge. Honestly, that's really what it comes down to. We're just going to have to splurge, see what we could get with our guys. So I actually want to see if Chris Moore made the Pro Bowl. We're going to choose our draft class. Obviously, going to import the local file. We're going to use the 2022 draft because that's what else will we use? That's the second year. Kayvon Thibodeau, he's obviously a beast, but we don't need him. I think I'm gonna see if we could try to keep trading some players to really build through the draft, because we're gonna have to splurge. That's really what it comes down to. And let's see, we made the Pro Bowl. So Pro Bowl roster, Super Bowl is Cowboys, Browns. And in the AFC, these are the players that made it. Chris Moore made the Pro Bowl as wide receiver number 2, which is amazing to see. And the rest of the players here that made the Pro Bowl, any Texans players? Most likely not, which is kind of as expected. Desmond King made it, so we got a Pro Bowl corner and receiver in the Pro Bowl, so that's good. Super Bowl is Cowboys, Browns. Winner of that will probably be the Browns, because that's just normally how simulation works. Yep, Browns won 28-24, and Tom Brady was NFL MVP. Mac Jones was Offensive Rookie of the Year. Michael Parsons Defensive Rookie of the Year. Melvin Ingram was Defense Player of the Year for the Chiefs. Nick Chubb won Super Bowl MVP. Very, very interesting how that just came about. But now we get to re-sign players. We have $105 million. Deshaun Watson's already locked down, so it should be good. That should be good. So we got to re-sign some of our guys. We got Cole Van Lanen, Packers right tackle. We got our free safety Justin Reed here. I know he's tired of losing, but I promise you this will be our best year yet. I promise you. We give him about 47 mil. We get him back. We got Desmond King, top tier corner. He just made the Pro Bowl. We're gonna give him some money that he can't resist. He comes back. Kim Hill, we're going to let go. We got Eric Wilson, middle linebacker. We're going to keep him around for depth purposes. We get him back. Malik Collins, depth purposes again at D tackle. And then we got Chris Conley. We're going to let go. Jacob Martin, we're going to actually keep for depth purposes. Then we got Jordan Akins, a tight end. We're going to let go. Christian Kirksey, we let go. Chris Moore, he did really, really well. Really, really well. I'm going to re-sign him. He would like to play for a new team. He thinks he's going to go elsewhere. So be my guest. Terrence Brooks as the backup to Justin Reed should be pretty good. Get him back. Tyrod Taylor, Royce Freeman. Lane Taylor, a lot of low overalls. We get Garon Christian Sr. He should be a good backup for Larry McTunsell. And then a lot of these guys are low overalls. There's a lot of low overall guys here. Jeff Driscoll is at tight end. Okay, I was going to re-sign him, but I guess not. Cole Toner, a lot of low overalls here. So very interesting how that came about. But we're going to have about 72 million when we go to re-sign play, or when we go to sign players in free agency. So this should be really good for us. So we don't have a single running back active. That's insane. First and foremost, at QB, we have Deshaun Watson and Davis Mills. QB set. Running back, though, we don't have a single running back. Fullback, we're going to sign Alec Ingle to a deal if he wants to join us. Sign him as our fullback. Tight end, we don't even have a tight end either. We'll sign Dalton Scholes. This always seems to be our all reliable that we sign, but it's pretty good. We'll sign him, and then we'll sign Ross Dwelly too to kind of be a backup for us for or one of our third tackles. So left tackle we're good. Left guard we just have Titus Howard, and center we don't have anyone. Right guard we just have Max Sharping. What we could do here is either sign Will Hernandez or Austin Corbett. I'm going to sign Austin Corbett. Give Deshaun Watson a good offensive line for once. Right tackle is very, very bad. So Patrick McCarry is looking like the deal here. Depending on our pick in the draft, I might go for a center. We're going for Patrick McCarry though. Left end we have Jonathan Greenard, who looks pretty good. So we're going to keep him going. And we're just going to sign a backup for him. He's a 76 overall, 25 years old with star development, which is really nice. Right end. We could have a veteran on the D-line, but let's just keep working here. So we got Keanu Neil, left outside linebacker. He's a pass coverage guy, so he should fit the scheme well. Middle linebacker, we just have Eric Wilson. Right outside linebacker, we don't have anyone either. Cornerbacks, we just have Desmond King and Jimmy Moreland. So a lot of positions to fill here. A lot of holes on the team, I'd say. So strong safety, what we could do here is sign Jaynarc Curse. Sign Jaynarc Curse. And then see if there's any players we can move. I don't know what draft picks we have, though. But let's look at the roster, see what players we could potentially move on from. So a lot of these guys here we cannot. We got Jordan Jenkins, who has a complete tear. Probably gonna end up getting rid of him. Eric Murray is here. He's about 70. He's a 70 overall. We got Terence Mitchell, who's taking cap here. He's a 69. He's 30 years old already. We're gonna release him just for some depth. Jordan Jenkins we can't get rid of yet because he's injured. Lonnie Johnson's okay. I'm gonna release Kaimi Fairburn because we could get a better kicker than him. No disrespect. Max Sharping is just a guard here. Kevin Pure-Lewis, another dude just taking cap away from us. Getting paid way too much just to be riding the bench. We also have Justin McRae here, who's about taking $2 million from us. So I'm going to remove him. He's a 64 overall. No reason for us to be paying him that much. So remove those guys. And let's see what picks we have. I actually want to see what picks we have so we can figure out how we're doing this. So we have the 9th and the 29th. So we could possibly get Tyler Linderbaum with the 9th pick. And the 29th, we could get a running back. We could get Tyler Linderbaum with the 9th pick, so we could wait to draft the center, which wouldn't be too bad. Receivers is definitely something we have to go after. Might as well try to give Devontae Adams a huge deal here. I mean, he's the best receiver in the free agency class. So we give him about $125 million. Give Deshaun Watson a #1 target. And then we could sign Henry Ruggs to be kind of near him, actually. Kind of be a speed option for us. We got the tight end situated. Offensive line, we're taking a risk. We're hoping that we can get I feel like we can move Titus Howard to right tackle, now that I think about it. Because Patrick McCarr is 25. How old is Titus Howard? He's 26, so it doesn't really matter. Right guard, we're going for Austin Corbett. Center, we're just going to get a backup. Lamont Galliard is getting lots of offers left and right, so we're just going to go with Evan Brown. Pick him up as a backup. We do need outside linebackers, though. So we're going for Keanu Neil here. Middle linebacker is another important position. We just have Eric Wilson. Devondre Campbell or Chris Barnes. We could go Chris Barnes here. Give him a solid deal. He's younger too. See if he would want to sign with us. Right outside linebacker, we don't have anyone. I don't know what kind of defense our defense runs. So let's see what let's actually see what our defense finished ranked. So offense finished ranked 23, and our defense finished ranked 17. So our defense wasn't too bad. They just need better players at those positions. So I'm gonna look at the lineup, see what we could change. So offensively, West Coast power run for our QB Deshaun. An improviser QB is what we need. And we changed the strong arm. I wonder if this works for Deshaun. It does not. I don't want to keep it there then. Gotta keep it improviser for our mans. Alright, so West Coast spread. We'll change the West Coast spread. And then defensive line, Tampa 2. I don't want to run like a 4-3. I do want to, oh, if that's what we're running. If we're running a 4-3, then we don't really need to have anything too crazy then. We could just get a run stopper at the outside linebacker position. Yeah, that's what we could do. So I'm going to sim past this first week of free agency. Let's see what we get here. So Texans splurged. Oh, damn. Offensive game of 79, defensive game of 76. We ended up getting Corbett. We ended up getting the whole offensive line. We got every position except, we didn't get the left outside linebacker either. Damn, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. We didn't get DA or the left outside linebacker. That is tough. That is tough. So we might have to change how we run our defense then. We got Chris Barnes though. We got Chris Barnes. Quan Alexander's a run stopper. He's asking for a lot of money though, but we're going to give it to him. We're going to get him as a run stopper. Should be a good veteran piece for our defense. Middle linebackers are good. Left outside linebacker, we're looking for a dude who can cover, so we might have to trade a pick for him, honestly. Corners, though, Dante Jackson should be an interesting pickup. I mean, he's coming off a groin tear, but he should be pretty solid for us. And then we need a kicker. Younghoe Koo could be good for us, too. Pick him up. Punter, QB, running back. All right, we're going to have to start signing some running backs. So we got Marlon Mack here. Sign him to the deal. And then we also could pick up J.D. McKissick. Sign him to the deal because we can't have that huge opening at that position. So we got Henry Ruggs, Nico Collins. So I guess we could go for Chris Godwin. We go for Chris Godwin. And then we're going to have to give a cheaper deal for someone here. Maybe withdraw for him. We could draft a running back, so I guess we could get rid of that. And then we go for Chris Godwin, a top tier receiver who could definitely do his thing with our team. 94 total points. It puts us at number 3. So the Dolphins are going sick for him. We'll go sick for him too then, if that's the case. Give him that. You don't have enough salary cap to make that offer. You don't have enough salary cap to make that offer. How about this? You don't have enough salary cap to make that offer. 98 total points puts us at number 2. So maybe he gives us a shot instead of the Dolphins. Who knows? But let's advance to the next week now. See if we get those picks. So we got accepted by Quan Alexander. We got rejected by Chris Godwin. Got accepted by Marlon Mack, rejected by the backup center too. So we still didn't get a center. That's annoying. We still need a backup center. I don't know why they don't want to sign. Backup center, Nick Martin, come back to the team for 1 season. Not too bad. Should be really good. Offensive line is actually looking way better. Tight ends are looking good too. Receivers, we just have Henry Ruggs. I wanted a better receiver, like another good receiver. So we have Marlon Mack as one of our running backs. I'm going to sign Wayne Gallman too, just for depth, of course. Linebackers, we got Quan, we got Chris Barnes and Eric Wilson. And the left outside linebacker is still a position that we have to kind of like work on. But Calais Campbell would be an interesting pickup for our defense. It really would. D tackles. I like our left end situation. I might sign Linval Joseph just for that veteran leadership. And then I would love to get Calais Campbell on this D-line. I really would. But I think I'm going to go with Jerry Hughes, though. He was going to provide that veteran leadership as well. And then we'll see if we pick up those guys from that. Because now we're going to have some interesting decisions to make with how we're going to go about drafting and all that. So if we take a look at, once this obviously goes through, Center's a huge need. Obviously need a good center snapping the ball to Deshaun Watson. So we ended up getting pretty much everyone we just went after. Cool. So we got all the backups. So now we're heading into the draft. We got people returning from injury. So our top need is still definitely a center. We have the 9th pick in the draft. Giants have the 1st. Let's see what we could get with our pick. Eagles are drafted a D tackle. Top players available. The center, Tyler Linderbaum is sitting here. He's a round 1 projection. It's gonna be really nice for us. We're gonna pick him up, and then with our 29th pick, it should be very interesting what we do. So we just picked up a center, right? We just picked up a center. So now offense should be set. We do need another receiver though, because I do not like how the receiver core is looking. We're going to have to draft a running back. We need backup offensive linemen for sure, because we got dudes that are injured. Defense, we need a left outside linebacker. D-line is okay at best. We need another corner. You know, it's going to be interesting what we can do with this 29th pick. We're going to see what best players are available. Aiden Hutchinson just went to the Bills. So we want to take the best player available here. We don't need a safety. We don't need a guard. We don't need more offensive linemen. Ed Ingram would be interesting to pick up, but we don't need that. A running back would be interesting to go after. A receiver would be really nice for us. We got Nolan Smith. You know, Nolan Smith, we'll probably pick him up. He's from Georgia, round 1 to 2 projection. We're going to pick him up. We need him. We need an outside linebacker. He's going to be our new guy. And then with this pick here, if there's a cornerback available, I'm going to go for it. Because we need that position bad. They got Ed Ingram sitting here, though. Corner, we got a kid named Andrew Booth Jr. and Ahmad Gardner. What is this kid looking like? Stats looks pretty solid. Skills, B awareness, B hip power, C injury. Well, I don't want to get scammed out of good stats here. D stamina, C press, D kick return, B injury. Nothing too like convincing there. Ooh, if we get Andrew Booth Jr., that's gonna be a risk though. That's gonna be a risk. A risk and a half that I don't know if I'm willing to take right now. We could go safe, get a receiver. I don't know. I'm going to leave it up to the simulation. I'm not too sure what we could do with the pick. But let's see what the simulation comes up with. So now let's look at the draft recap. So Nolan Smith obviously was a 69. That's fantastic. We got Tyler Linderbaum, who's a 76. Kenyon Green, who's a 73 as a backup tackle. We got a kid named Damari Mathis. We got Khalil Shakir, deep threat receiver. Got another receiver again. So not too bad, not too bad. Deshaun Watson's kind of gonna have to like carry the team again because we have a kind of like a lower defense. So we might, if we have available cornerback to sign, like in a free agency, maybe we could sign Jason Verrett. Let's see if we have the funds. We do not. We're down bad when it comes to funds. Henry Ruggs being receiver 1 for the Texans would be, not would be, isn't. Justin Reed still come back from injury. We just have a lot of dudes under contract. That's the thing. And we're just going to have to make do with these guys, honestly. We could get, I'm going to get rid of Jordan Jenkins. If we get rid of Jordan Jenkins, Eric Murray, we can get rid of Garon Christian, even though we can't really do anything. Honestly, I'm going to just leave it as it is because we can't really do anything. I'm going to show you guys the lineup. So we brought the team from a 73 offense to an 80. So offensive line is looking really, really healthy. We got some good offensive line, not too bad actually. Good tight end. We got Henry Ruggs, receiver 1, and we got a kid named Shakir here. Khalil Shakir is a 6-foot receiver. And we also got Nico Collins, who's a 6'4" receiver, so a big body receiver. So he's going to have a huge role. And then we got Marlon Mack at running back. So it really is just going to be how well these guys can perform. We got Nolan Smith, though. Middle linebackers are looking good. So it's a veteran type of team that can perform, I feel like. That could perform really well. And I think they'll do good. I think they'll do good. There's not really much I could do here except giving away a lot of money, so I don't feel like doing that unless we were to make a big block trade of like not Trent Williams, of Laramie Tunsil, who's 28 years old at left tackle with a lot of injury problems, or we could keep Kenyon Green. We drafted him. He's a 73, 96 awareness rate. Okay, so this is what I'll do to make life a little bit better. We'll give Kenyon Green a little bit of a boost, okay? So let's say the Texans think, okay, we're move on from Laramie Tunsil. He can't stay healthy. Boom, boom, boom. And the kid we drafted, Kenyon Green, we're gonna use him as our guy. He's coming from Texas A&M and he's hungry. He wants to be the best. So if we do something like that, boom. Ken Green's now 74. He's our starter. We trade away Laramie Tunsil. That could be a thing that could happen. You know, you never know. I'm going to make this move just because we need a lot. We need help. We need help, I'd say. And I'm going to send him to a team that could potentially use him. So we sent him to the Dolphins, right back to where he started. You take Devontae Parker and a D tackle. Oh, that which is something they do not have. Devontae Parker in a corner, and we take Byron Jones. We want to be able to afford that, but we take Byron Jones and a receiver. We take Byron Jones and Jalen Waddle. Laramie Tunsil, boom. Will this go through? Wow, it actually does. Wow. We just got a corner. We just picked up a corner and a receiver for trading away Laramie Tunsil. And now we could potentially trade for a starting D tackle that could help us out. So like a 3rd rounder for a D tackle we could just take from somebody's team. So we have a wrecking ball in the middle of the D line. If there's even anyone that could do that for us, that'd be greatly appreciated. Chris Jones, Derek Nottie. Derek Nottie probably want to go through. They got a lot of players here. Lots of players. They got Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Matthew Ioannidis. We could take Matthew Ioannidis. Give them a fourth rounder for Matthew Ioannidis. That could work. Trading this will put our team over the cap. What? Ah, I see. Okay. Maurice Hurst, Javon Kinlaw. Low overall is really not going to really make a difference on our team. These D tackles won't work. Kenny Clark, we can't get him. Derek Brown, no. Devon Gaucho, no. Kind of just want to go for guys that could, you know, fit our scheme. David Onyemata, Puna Ford, Tyson Lalu. It's not looking too good. All right, so basically, we're gonna go for a team that has multiple D tackles that we can use to our advantage. It has cap too, obviously. And a team like that could be like, could take Haskell Garrett from them, but it wouldn't really work in our favor. Gotta take a dude who has low cap. Javon Kinlaw would be perfect. Honestly, we give them a third for Javon Kinlaw. I know that would probably go through. It does. Alright, I'm okay with that because we were on a 4-3 defense. So, alright. Moves aren't too bad. Moves aren't too bad. So, offense, we picked up some firepower receivers. We got Jalen Waddle with Deshaun Watson and Henry Ruggs. So, some speed demons that are going to be hard to guard. And then we got Henry Ruggs here. Hard to guard as well, too. And then we're going to have Khalil Shakir. Alright, yeah, we're going to be looking good. Defense, we picked up Byron Jones, cornerback number 1. He's going to help us out a lot. D-line is looking pretty solid now with Jerry Hughes, Linville Joseph, Javon Kinlaw, and Greenard. So, let's see how these guys do. That's the best I feel like we could do. So, let's send to the playoffs and see if we can change things up. Oh, we made the playoffs. We went 11-6. Yes. Yes, we made the playoffs, going 11-6. The moves we made us contenders. Thank God, even though we just lost to the Colts, who went 7-10. So we have an 80 offense, 77 defense. So none of our guys were up there statistically, but we won 11-6. So winning 11 games is pretty nice. Our offense finished 25th, actually. That's not really too good. With our defense, though, they finished 8th. So we had a top 10 defense. Deshaun Watson, 28 touchdowns, 13 picks, 94 pass rating. Running backs did okay. Nothing too crazy, though. Henry Ruggs and Jalen Waddle both had over 1,000 yards, so they helped us out a lot. And that's good. So our receivers definitely got in on the action. Our defense got a lot of interceptions, I'd see. Darren Moreland got 4 picks. Sacks, Jerry Hughes at 9.5. Our backup left end, Ifeadi Odenigbo, had 6. So that's actually really good because we signed him. So giving us 6 sacks in this season was actually really good for us. And before we go up against this match against the Browns who won the Super Bowl, which will be a crazy match, let's get overall. So Jalen Waddle's an 86. Kenyon Green's a 77. We actually ended up signing Justin Pugh at left guard and benched Titus Howard. That's sad. Tight ends are looking good. Our offense is looking just really good. Deshaun's at a 91. Defense, Nolan Smith's at a 72. D-line is looking just about right. Corners are looking good. So really everything really stayed the same. So let's see if these guys can do some damage in the playoffs. So Deshaun Watson's back in the playoffs. He's been gone for a little bit, facing the 10-7 Browns. We ended up beating them 49-28. We beat the Super Bowl champs. Now we're facing the Steelers in the divisional. Linville Joseph broke his finger, but we have backups. And Henry Ruggs has a broken collarbone, so he's going to be done for the playoffs. But I think we'll be all right. And then we got Brevin Jordan, our backup tight end, coming back from injury. We're facing the Steelers, who have a tough defense, but we just beat the Browns, so who knows? We lost 16-13 to the Steelers. How do we lose to the Steelers, but we beat the Browns? That's crazy. Wow. Contract got extended, though, thank God. And let's see how these games went, actually. So we did win a game, so Texans are in good hands. That's a good thing. So in the wild card, we blasted the Browns, actually. Davis Mills actually came in through a touchdown for 4 yards. Deshaun Watson threw 2 touchdowns, didn't get sacked. Baker Mayfield threw 3 picks and got sacked twice. Marlon Mack did okay running the ball. Nick Chubb killed us well. We shut things down, though. We really did because our defense had 3 picks. And Jonathan Greenard and Odenigbo both had a sack. And we got a lot of interceptions from our guys, so that's amazing. And then in the next game where we lost by 3, Jameis Winston, starting QB, he got sacked 3 times, threw 2 touchdowns. Deshaun Watson threw 2 touchdowns as well, got picked off twice and got sacked twice. Kind of messed up the game for us. Running back crew wasn't really doing their thing. He gave us some big chunk plays, I see. Jerry Hughes had 3 sacks, though. Holy crap, he went off. He went off. And then Derek Stingley and Miles Bryant both got picks on us, so that kind of sums up how things went for us. But that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're back in playoff contention. We're a playoff contender, so another successful rebuild. I just want to see who made the Pro Bowl. So the players who made, and Steelers, Cowboys in the Super Bowl. So players who made the Pro Bowl, not Deshaun Watson. Receivers, our fullback Alec Ingold made it. Receivers, nobody. Tight ends, nobody. Offensive line, nobody. D-line, nobody. Linebackers, nobody. Cornerbacks, Jimmy Moreland made it. Wow. Safeties, none of our guys. Wow. That's crazy. So Pro Bowlers was non-existent, but we went 11-6. Makes sense. But I guess we'll leave it off at that, ladies and gents. Aaron Donald had 29 sacks. We'll leave it off at that, ladies and gents. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, comment down below what other teams want to see me rebuild. And it's been a pleasure, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And remember, you gotta be if you can succeed. Peace.